Hello and welcome. As the future leaders in hospitality, you are stepping into an industry that is changing faster than ever before. Today, we're going to dive into how AI is tackling one of the biggest, most expensive problems that hotels face, keeping their best people. So, let's get right into it.
My goal here is to help you understand this massive challenge, one that costs hotels millions, and show you the cutting-edge tools that are being used to turn what was once a major expense into a genuine source of profit.
I want you to really think about this question for a second. The biggest threat to a hotel's bottom line isn't always a new competitor down the street or a slow booking season. So often, it's the talent, the experience, and the dedication that is literally walking right out the front door every single night. We're talking about employee turnover, and believe me, its impact is way, way bigger than you might think.
Now, to really wrap our heads around the scale of this, we need to look at the problem in a whole new way. This isn't just some HR headache, okay? It's a massive and often totally invisible financial drain on the entire operation. So let's break down what those hidden costs actually look like.
Let's start with the most obvious one, the direct financial hit. For every single employee that leaves, the cost to go out and recruit, onboard, and then train their replacement can easily eat up several months of their salary. Just think about that for a moment. If you lose just a handful of key people in a year, you are hemorrhaging money that could have gone straight to your bottom line.
But honestly, the financial cost is just the tip of the iceberg. The real long-term damage is often hidden. You lose that priceless institutional knowledge, that seasoned concierge who knows exactly what your VIP guests want before they even ask. You lose the relationships they've built with your regulars, which is the very foundation of loyalty. And it absolutely damages team morale, creating this cycle of inconsistency that, trust me, your guests can feel.
So, what's the solution? Well, it requires a complete shift in thinking. We need to stop seeing employee retention as just another expense on a spreadsheet and start seeing it for what it truly is, a powerful profit center just waiting to be unlocked.
And this idea is so important, it's a core teaching right at your very own institution, the Europatel School London. The point is this: every single employee you convince to stay is a direct contribution to profitability. So the big question is, how do we actually make this happen?
The answer lies in moving away from being reactive, always trying to fix the problem after someone's already quit, to being proactive. We have to predict and prevent turnover before it even happens. And the tool that makes this massive shift possible? It's artificial intelligence. So you're probably wondering, how can a machine possibly understand something as human as job satisfaction? Well, it all comes down to one thing: listening. But listening at a scale and with a precision that we as humans just can't match. Let's take a look at how a platform like Workday Peakon actually does this.
Honestly, the difference is like night and day. The old way, that was the annual survey. It was long, it was tedious, and by the time you actually got the results, they were probably already out of date. The new way uses AI to send out these short, regular pulse surveys. This gives you a continuous, real-time picture of your team's morale, which lets you get way ahead of problems.
So what is the AI actually listening for? It's not just asking, hey, are you happy? It's digging much deeper into what we call the drivers of engagement. It's analyzing feedback on really specific things. Do my people feel recognized for their hard work? Do they see a path for growth within the company? Do they have the tools and the support they need to actually succeed? And this is where the magic happens. By tracking these engagement drivers over time, the AI starts to learn the patterns that signal someone might be thinking about leaving. It basically becomes an early warning system, flagging potential flight risks long before they've even polished up their resume. But look, a warning is completely useless if you don't do anything about it. So let's see how this data gets transformed from just a simple alert on a dashboard into a targeted intervention that can actually keep a valued employee on your team.
Let's make this real. I want you to picture a busy hotel kitchen. It's a high-pressure environment, right? Burnout is incredibly common. The AI system suddenly flags a noticeable dip in engagement scores coming specifically from the kitchen staff. That's the first alert. A red flag just went up.
So here's how it plays out. The AI detects that drop in engagement. It then instantly analyzes all the anonymous comments and pinpoints the root cause. It's burnout and frustration over inconsistent scheduling. The kitchen manager gets a confidential alert on their dashboard, not just with the problem, but with actionable suggestions. Armed with that data, the manager can go to their team, fix the schedule, and solve the problem before anyone even thinks about quitting.
Okay, now I want you to imagine multiplying that single intervention across an entire hotel year after year. The results are absolutely transformative. Let's look at the real payoff of using this kind of proactive, data-driven strategy.
This quote really nails the strategic shift here. Your HR department is no longer just a reactive hiring machine, constantly trying to plug holes in a leaky bucket. Instead, it becomes a strategic partner, actively working to preserve the hotel's most valuable asset, its people, and in doing so, preserving profit.
And the results, they really do speak for themselves. You get a more stable, more experienced workforce. That team delivers a consistently better guest experience. You minimize those crippling turnover costs, and it all leads directly to a much, much healthier bottom line. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Technology is an incredibly powerful tool, but at the end of the day, it's only a tool. As you step into your roles as the next leaders in this amazing industry, the real question is this: how will you use these tools not just to manage processes, but to truly listen to, support, and empower the human heart of hospitality? Thank you.